Wow, I can't believe how quick this group is.
Yeah. You know what, you guys, I want to say, I love these events. I'm glad you keep coming out for them. So first of all, thank you. And I'm also really impressed with how much y'all know. So my compliments. And I love these events. So I'm glad you're coming out. Thank you. To y'all.
And again, I think that's great because we don't have to talk about the ins and outs of the battle. We can just talk about the obscure stuff that we like to talk about and focus on. So here's something that's kind of obscure. Here's a photograph I obtained from a guy that works at the Gettysburg National Military Park. His name is Kurt Musselman. One of his great grandparents, who I believe is named Kelly, lived in the toll gate house for a time. Wow. And this is about 1900, and it's the toll gate house down there on the Chambersburg Turnpike. The Chambersburg Turnpike was a project that was started in 1809 by the Pennsylvania State Legislature.
Was it February 12th?
Oh, that Abraham Lincoln's birthday.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you wanted to get to Chambersburg before, this road was laid out, you had to go to Gettysburg and go north to Mummersburg, and then take Black's Gap Road or Hilltown Road across to Cashtown and over the mountain. So this road wasn't here until it was finally laid out in 1812. And so Chambersburg Street was not called Chambersburg Street because it didn't lead to Chambersburg. Remember, it led to Millerstown. And that street was originally called West York Street. But then eventually they laid out the Chambersburg Turnpike, and it was a turnpike company, the Gettysburg-Petersburg Turnpike Company. And they had a toll gate down there on the side of the hill, and yes, this building still stands, and it's incorporated into the building we just walked past. So it's privately owned still, but it was here at the time of the battle. Thomas Johns was the toll gate keeper. He died in 1857. And his daughter, Catherine, and two daughters lived there at the time of the battle. And there's an account that suggests
keep ignoring some people.
The daughters ran the toll gate at the time of the battle. And no, they did not collect toll from the Southern Army. Now we have another photograph. Want to go to the next one?
Yeah.
This photograph is from an early 1900s tour book of the Gettysburg battlefield. It's actually from the same tour book that I got that photograph of the Fairfield or Hagerstown Road. And this photograph is taken over there looking down the hill, and you can see the toll gate house on the left, and on the right is a little toll booth, and they actually have a pike that goes down across the street.
That's cool.
Now, originally they're called turnpikes because they had a pike that turned instead of up and down. But this one goes up and down. Turnpike. Yeah.
I learned something today.
Oh. I learned two things with this stuff.
Okay. Anyway, so for you real nerds, we do have pictures of the toll gate. And what's interesting? Andrew said he left us. He wanted me to, because he's a student at Gettysburg College, and I'm sure there's a party somewhere. But he said to make sure to tell you that when the Gettysburg Springs Hotel Company opened up, they built a road right here on the side of the hill that went across and then went over a bridge to avoid the toll. So the toll gate company moved the booth up here. And for a time, the toll booth is up here across the road.
Okay. What other road, perhaps, suffered a lot of extra use in people trying to avoid a toll and therefore sunk that road? Bloody Lane at Antietam, likely. Okay, so people trying to escape tolls then and now, of course.
And of course, on our Seminary Ridge tour, Garry and I discussed the Shields Museum. And the Shields Museum and campground was over there from like the 1920s, I don't remember the date, up until the 1980s.
And you can see Buford and Reynolds, their statues in the picture. And the grandson or grandnephew of Shields, who owned the museum, still lives in town, at least part-time. He owns the Gettysburg Heritage Center. His name's Tim Shields, good guy. Also owns the brewery next to it, or at least the land on which it sits. Also owns some other things and whatnot. Good guy, owns a lot of the land west of Sachs Bridge. Very preservation-minded guy. All right. What we're going to do, I know some people already hit the bathroom, but then we're going to hang out for a short time through the break in the fence over there right near the quarry pond.